1,337.
Nice. Hey everybody, welcome to the 2 vs 2 randomizer race here. We got the last round 3 game. I'm gonna count them down.
Penguin. All right. Ninja Penguin and Zertinol versus Psychedelic Eyeball and Diabetes. What do you think about this match?
I think I'm counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. It's open seed, and I just counted them down. Let's start this thing. I know Diabetes and Eyeball have been practiced quite a bit. I don't know about the other two. But they have won a couple matches already. Both of them have. Both teams have made it up to this point. They had to beat at least one team.
Interesting decision for Psychedelic Eyeball to go right into the castle right away.
This is actually Psychedelic second game. Ninja Penguin and Zertinol have beaten 2 teams.
Amphibian Timestalk in round 1, and then Spider and Blade Wolf in round 2. Second Diabetes beat Hey Tallman and Flaming Rock in the second round to meet up for this setup.
Going into the escape without a weapon, I don't really like that choice. But Diabetes, I like his move. Apparently he's learned the hula hand.
Yep, the hula hand room. I was wondering what he was doing, but that's a perfect setup right there. Get yourself the rupees you need.
Well, easy 200 rupees.
I wonder if he knows he doesn't have to save and quit. Oh, he's going to the sanctuary.
Hey, he's getting this so he has the money for the village. So far, have we really seen anything important in any of these items so far?
Psych is
not really
demonstrating right there why you don't go to escape without a weapon. He just had to bail out.
Now, what if that had something important deeper in? And Zertinol's making the same, will make the same discovery, but he amps out before he goes into the castle.
Yeah, I think that's weird. Getting the first 2 is an area that you'll go back to eventually anyway, but going down and having to turn around is a big waste of time. The odds of you getting a sword or a hammer or something like that is pretty low. You need something to kill the guard, and there's not a lot of choices actually. A lot of items in this game, not very many of them are weapons. And especially you won't have mana, so you can't even use some of the weapons you might get.
Hey,
and
we found a sword! And we found a medallion at the race game.
And the power glows as well in Blind's house. Wow.
Oh, it's so bad, but a good advantage here for Team Green at this point. Now over to the well. Let's see what discoveries we can make inside as Diabetes gets the Bombos medallion. So that was what was inside.
Pretty good. Might need that. There's the flute in Sauce Rawl's hut.
Yep, so too is the Cane of Samaria, which is most of the times required in this game too, so good pickups early. That just means we're going to go through about 40 minutes where we can't find that one item that we need.
Indeed, yeah. Which one is it gonna be this time? That's the question.
That depends if Turtle Rock is a pendant or a crystal.
It could as well be Ice Rod, I guess.
Sykes on his way down. He needs a little bit of money.
Mirror in the chicken coop.
And Zer already took a step into Eastern Palace.
It's a gamble, but it pays off for their team if either the lamp or the bow are in here.
Syke got some bombs for free. Missed one of them, though. Got a shovel. Yeah, he's 2 cents short of paying the bottle vendor. Red team's got the sword. Syke immediately heads down there. Now he can go for the initial escape if he really wants to. I still don't think it's a great plan. You should grab the mirror first, then it's not so bad. Power gloves.
I personally think Mirror has less value in open seats because of the fact that you're not rescuing the girl.
I mean, there's open seats where you don't need mirror at all, so it might be required, but it's not always, I guess.
Edis is going to let Eyeball clean up while he goes and checks the place that I felt like Eyeball should have checked for him. The dam here in the East Lake. But I don't think Green Team checked that either.
Ether in Eastern, but I don't... Zerda didn't pick up the big key yet, did he?
No, I don't think he did.
Say hello to Dark Rooms here on Zerda's end. Other thing, Zerda's got to be careful with 3 hearts. That's not a lot for the upcoming room where you, if you're trying to go fast, you try to skip by taking a damage boost on the anti-fairies.
Yep, not going to be able to do that. Not unless you do it flawless. I wouldn't do it. I would just kill the room.
Yeah, that would probably be the safest bet at this point.
He's going for it. He's got it.
Wow. With just a half a heart left, so he gets the big key.
And I think we had flippers in the mini Modorm cave, but I didn't see the rest of it.
Yep, there goes the tracker update right there.
2, 3, and 4 on the crystals list.
And Zerda trying to get maybe an advantage if there was something good in Eastern, but it turns out not to be. It's the map in the big chest.
Shovel's a heart. Venus is
What
going to
about
check
Agina?
the Ice Rock Cave and then probably go swimming. That Houlihan money might pay off because he's going to be able to go to Zora and get both items soon.
Let's see what Ice Rod Cave has. Well, that's 5 extra rupees.
Where the heck does the game want them to go? They're missing some stuff.
Probably to Zora at the rate this thing's going.
If that's the case, the Houlihan trick might have really bought Red Team a whole lot of time.
Vita still needs a few more rupees before he can go to Zora and get the item, but at least right now he's got some advantage over the green team. But that advantage is disappearing as Zerda now gets the flippers. Well, maybe Hobo. Let's see what Hobo has.
Eyeball's also doing Eastern Palace, looks like.
Well, not much else these guys can do that are separate paths right now, so you might as well send Psych over towards Eastern.
20 cents under the bridge. 44
Big
cents to go. Beat us. Where are you going to get your money? Maybe you'll do Houlihan Room again.
I believe you can only do Houlihan once per game.
Oh, yeah? Doesn't reset?
No, it doesn't reset. I think once you go, that's it. You're done.
How do you enter that room even? I've never done that.
You get your axis offset and then you jump down a pit.
Oh.
So you can jump in the lake a couple times and really screw it up, or you can do it anywhere you fall in a hole. It's a little tricky, but once you get it down, you'll get it. You'll know when you can get it.
So Vetus is heading to grab the flute, which is another possibility. There's access to 2 items, plus you can get into Hera right at this moment as well. That could possibly be where this chain wants them to go.
That's the best move, is Tower of Hera, and maybe look at the hammer in there. They need to turn that flute on anyway. That flute is definitely a key to going fast.
Right now, I think either Zora's got something or...
Oh yeah, the escape. Beast is checking those 3 items that Psych could not. The escape is still open. All of it's, really. I don't think anyone's gone in there yet, so there's a couple items in there. I was a little confused because I saw people try, but they didn't get anywhere yet. Now they can. They can do the whole thing easy. Except for one chest in the dark that may be too much for the players. It depends on... well, there's the bow. That opens things up. Tell Psych to get out of Eastern Palace and go get his dang bow. He might as well get the big key and stuff.
Handle the dark rooms there, which aren't much of a problem. Get the big key, so that way when you get back into Eastern, you can go right straight to the finish. Speaking of dark rooms, Ninja Penguin's going to go do the sequence break at the old man.
Zertinal's checking the other side of escape. It's less likely to pay off, but he still has 2 chests to go. Without the lamp, it's going to be really... I've only seen one player go in the dark and they escape successfully. It's a really confusing little mess. It's not a dangerous mess, though. All the enemies in there hit for like half a heart. It just takes time.
Ninja Penguin's got to be careful. There's the pit here in this dark room, and I think he got hit with it first time through, but it looks like he does get to the old man all right this time.
Fetus is on his way up there now. I think he made a really good stop. Knowing where the bow is going to help a lot.
Volcano Somaria threats against that blue guard there.
Alright, old man, you're going to yield 20 rupees. Another what, 20?
He just got his flute. He's going to go finish escape, it looks like, as well. Live as much of it as he can, anyway. I spelled his name like that because that's his Twitch name, to the people asking about Ninja Penguin's screen name.
50 rupees inside the cell, which for Beatus would give him enough rupees for Zora. And Beatus getting a little damaged, trying to get a heart, and I think he ended up losing more health than he gained.
Well, he's not done anything that he should be unfamiliar with here. He ought to be able to handle this. Skips a chest.
Hey! Boots!
The boots.
Boots on Spectacle Rock.
That's pretty nice. It's not going to be long before both teams have that. Their next move has to be Tower of Hera, and I wouldn't be surprised if Eyeball ends up going there, or he might be doing Eastern Palace, finishing it up, but I don't know if I'd do that. The boss apparently has an item, though.
possibility we can't get this dungeon done. Oh, there's the big key. Never mind.
The sooner that they get up there on the mountain, the better they are.
The way Psychedelic Eyeball is running towards, well, walking towards the weather vane, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes up to Death Mountain first and then Diabetes checks Zora.
Zora could be huge for Red Team. Green Team is starting to collect enough money, though, on the side. I don't know why Beatus didn't have any money. He didn't find the 300, I guess. He's a bombos on that guy. Doesn't really save him any time. Now he's got the money for Zora, and he has to decide if he's doing a dark run or not. And I don't think he is. I wouldn't want to do it either. It might be the map, too. I didn't check on that.
Map was in Sanctuary.
He's checking Zora, while Eyeball checks the old man, and will be on his way to the boots, which is going to turn Beatus around right away. Zertno also seems to be going to the mountain, so everyone's going the same route here.
Ooh,
Zora
Titan's Mitt in the big chest in Hera.
Hera's unlocked the world. They still need the Moon Pearl. They can't use that Titan Mitt yet. For anything.
You're correct, but the Titan's Mitt is a required item to beat this game, so it's good to know where it is.
First peek at Zora. If he has the Moon Pearl or something like that, Red Team will have a bit of an edge here.
He's apart on the ledge, so not there. Zertin grabbing the mirror will be heading up to Death Mountain right afterwards, I would assume.
Really close Moldorm here. He's got him on the ropes. Oh no! Ninja goes down.
Oh no.
Bad place to take a death.
He's got to do the entire tower walk here. Zora, just a big waste of money.
Oh wow.
A net
That's
loss
a
of
bad
495 rupees.
Beatus
But
tired.
Beatus with only 3 hearts, he's gonna grab this piece apart.
Yeah, he's tired of running around with 3.
Zora is such a ripoff.
The cape
Magic
in...
Cave. Yeah, inside Spectacle Rock.
The other players didn't grab that. They might need it. Not only is it nice to have, but it is required for 1 item pickup.
They would definitely help out with this Moldorm fight.
Well, they found the boots. Here's the boots theme. Theme for everything. Beatus ignoring the boots, going to Agina's cave. Maybe he's just checking real quick.
Yeah, he's already committed himself to this. Might as well finish it off since it's in a space that's out of the way at this point.
Since Ribbon asked, and some people might not know, I'll tell you what an open seat is. Standard is you start with the intro and you have to do the escape scene where you see your dead uncle, you take his sword, you save Zelda. That whole spiel takes 7 minutes almost. They remove that, and you don't start with a sword. You can start anywhere. Zelda's already rescued. You can go into the escape and pick up the items whenever you want. So it's a little faster, but you also run the risk of not finding a sword, because that is a guaranteed drop in the regular randomizer in the escape. Open will remove that guarantee, but it lets you start and go any route you want. So, as long as they find a sword, it saves them a couple minutes, and it's just more fun right out the gate. But they could end up with no weapons for a long time in a bad day.
Yeah, Uncle does not guarantee a sword and open seeds, but he does give you an item.
He does.
An item? We don't know.
It's pretty unlikely that it's going to be a sword, honestly. Just based on odds, it'll just be like any other item. It's going to be like 1 in, what, 200 chance of it being a sword? Almost. A little bit better than that, because there's 4 swords. Any of them will give you a sword upgrade. You're looking at like 1 in 50.
Ninja Penguin having a lot of problems with Moldorm. And Zerta about to get ripped off by Zora.
Let's see if Psych can do this bomb jump. That looks good. It might do it. It's hard to tell with the... Yep. Nope. Nope. I was wrong. Hard to tell with that model for me. I don't know that model. He needs to get that big chest, though. He definitely wants that big chest. We know what's in there. Ninja Penguin takes down the boss, and Zertinal is now doing Zora getting ripped off. Both teams have been ripped off and stolen 500.
Oh, is Diabetes heading to Agnem?
It seems like it.
Yes, Diabetes is heading to Agnem.
Oh no. All because Psych missed the Titan mitts. Now he's got him. Turn around, Diabetes. Look at that. Look at that time. Immediately about face. No thanks on Aghanim.
Nope. I'm out of here.
Well, to be honest here, there's really just a few spots these runners can go with the items that they have found. We are looking at Ninja Penguin trying to follow the rabbit hole, maybe see if Checkerboard Cave ends up having it. He's got to be careful. The Myrtledactyl might claim a victim.
Ooh.
Nice
Yeah.
spin move.
Access to Mire gives them access to Desert, despite the
another
Moon Pearl's
juke
absence.
And he's safe.
Wow.
You do not want to see a player go to Aghanim in this case, and it's a good thing Psych picked up that Titan mitts finally. If he didn't make that bomb jump, Diabetes wouldn't have even considered going that route.
So Zerd just found the Moon Pearl, so that's a huge find, and opens up the Dark World finally.
Yep, Titan mitts finally useful. It's going to be through Thieves Town, the path they have to take here, with the Moon
And
Pearl.
there goes Ninja Penguin to follow suit.
Diabetes wasted no time. He knows exactly where to go in here. Tower of Hera for everybody.
And there it is. There's the Moon Pearl. So that's where Psychedelic Eyeball and Diabetes needs to go, and namely Psychedelic Eyeball, because Diabetes has still got to get to that Titan Smith.
He's got to clear the whole thing because he needs this crystal too. Right now, Psych should be thinking about. Hopefully, he won't kill Aghanim himself, but he needs to think about what Titan mitts unlock. And he might be doing ice. That's really not where to go, though. Where the heck is he going?
He might be claiming the items that are in the Moldorm Cave. Yes, that's where he's going.
The mitts have only unlocked one single place for them. Well, two. There's King's Tomb, and then there's the Bonk Cave to the right, or left, and that's the one they need. King's Tomb could have something. I don't know, but they need to get moving on that.
Yeah, Psychedelic Eyeball cleaning up here in the Moldorm Cave. He's got to be thinking that exactly. That the Titan Smith and the boots only unlock 2 new items. 3 if you include the Checkerboard Cave. So there's really not much here that these guys can do.
That's probably what he's checking first. Is Mire. Looks like it. He could do Desert. He needs a light source to actually finish it, but he can get in there and get the items. The other team has already got everything they need to do Dark World. They're running ahead here. They got a couple minutes on. He just using his cape to guarantee his Moldorm.
Yeah, I like this strategy. I like this strategy, especially with the amount of hearts these guys had.
And with just having fighter swords as well.
We want to see Vetus check the Sanctuary items while his Eyeball checks the Desert. The Desert could have something nice anyway. I don't know if the other team checked it.
I think we just saw silver arrows in the bombable hut. Oh, hook shot in Thieves Town.
Pretty nice. Maybe just spawning in the wrong place. He might be going that way though. Oh no, I know what he's doing. He's checking the dark chest. That's too bad.
No, he is going to Aghanim.
Oh man. He really wants to do that dungeon and it's not a good choice. The only reason you'd go there is if you thought the Moon Pearl was on the pyramid or in Catfish. This is going to cost Red Team a lot of time. I was happy that he turned around from Aghanim because you don't want to do Aghanim. I spelled his name that way on purpose, Orpheus, because that's his Twitch name.
Indeed, he doesn't even have the lamp, and the logic would never assume you to go there without the lamp, so...
Countdown to realization in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time doing it. Like, he'd have to be really skilled at Aghanim to do this.
He's gonna find out. 3, 2, 1...
Dark.
Oh.
But he's doing it. Wow.
He should know, yeah. The game's preventing him from making a mistake. This is good for him.
Thank you, game.
He needs to find the right place.
That was not the right place.
I'm really happy there's dark rooms. it leads him to the right way. Out.
Here he is, a sanctuary. Could he make the right turn?
He just doesn't know where these chests are. He's not thinking about it.
No, he goes back to the house.
Fire Rod. Eyeball can finish the desert now, and that's probably where Beatus is going, unfortunately. But the Fire Rod's nice to have.
A really nice find. It doesn't give them what they need, but it does at least allow them to finish the desert.
Beatus went to the wrong warp. He has to take the route Eyeball took if he wants to do this. Meanwhile, the other team is cleaning up the right side of the mountain, getting all kinds of stuff done.
Yeah, Beatus can't even get into the desert this way because he doesn't have the book.
Yeah, he has to go the hard way.
No, he realized.
We've seen players forget about the Blanc Cave before. It's gonna kill them if they don't get it soon. They can't go too much longer like this. They're at least getting dungeons done that need to be done, so they're not losing huge amounts of time, but they really need to get moving on the Dark World. Them finding the Fire Rod is kind of their saving grace right now.
One problem, yes, Fire Rod is required, but it looks like Skull Woods is a pendant dungeon. According to the tracker right now, it looks like Skull, Thieves Town, and Ice are your pendant dungeons this seed.
Yeah, they do need fire for Turtle Rock. It's nice to have. I mean, they need it for Desert 2 right now, technically, but Lamp has got to be somewhere. They just found out that this is not their saving dungeon. They need to figure out where to go.
Bonk Rock's near Sanctuary. That's where they need to go. Maybe they'll get there soon. Nothing good in Hookshot Cave. And Psychedelic Eyeball is kind of confused where to go. As you can tell, he's hovering on that the start menu there.
Man, I can't believe they can't remember those two chests. Those are what the boots give you. For people who, I know that I love the boots. For people who like the boots so much, you should know what it unlocks for you. That exactly unlocks those two things.
Oh, don't tell me Psych's gonna make the same move that Diabetes just made. Oh no, where is he going?
It's a good question.
Hmm.
I think he's lost. They're fumbling
They're both
around the
kind of
map.
lost.
I think he is slowly figuring it out. Come on, Sanctuary, Psych. There we
No.
go. There we go.
Yes.
These damn goofballs.
To the left.
Alright.
Oh, I think he's doing it.
He's got the moon pearl in his hands. Come on.
Here we go. There we go. And
Yeah, there we
Psychedelic
go.
and Diabetes has figured this one out.
They're back in the game after losing a little. They did do 2 dungeons. They're still on par. They just really got to get moving. Green team has only found the hook shot. They haven't really found anything great other than that. Silver arrows are nice. Same dungeon. Optional dungeon too, right?
Silver arrows were in the bomb cave. That bombable hut.
So I'm pretty sure we're gonna find it as well. If it was in the bombable hut.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're gonna definitely find it.
Hook shot. Oh, we're checking King's Tomb as well. Diabetes remembered.
I actually like this play by Psychedelic Eyeball. He might be heading into a pendant dungeon, but he's got the fire rod. Let's see if this gets you something. I mean, it's a green one.
That's a fast dungeon as well.
Or not.
Yeah, it was the hook shot that was in Thieves Town, right? So hopefully they go in there too. It's a pendant dungeon, but the first 4 chests are free. 2 of them are usually keys. The other 2 are not, in my experience.
Now, Ninja Penguin is in Skull Woods now. So did Psych just get himself out of getting a required item? We'll find out soon enough.
Oh my god.
Hammer! Oh no! The hammer in Skull Woods.
So yeah. Leaving wasn't the best decision for Psych at that point. Damn, so many required items in pendant dungeons today. Wow.
Master Sword for Diabetes and Silver Arrows for Psych. Hammer for Green Team. Meanwhile, Zert's getting Desert done, it looks like, so he's gonna find his Fire Rod.
So next up, where's Diabetes gonna go? Maybe he might go grab the silver arrows. He does have an advantage over Psych in the sword selection here. Didn't see what was in the big chest.
Hopefully one of them ends up going to Skullwoods just to check the items. They can finish it, so they can get all the items in there, so they shouldn't put that off too long. Maybe it's just checking the Cape Cave here. If there's something on that ledge, then they've got an edge, actually. That would immediately put them ahead, because the other team would have to waste 2 minutes going up there to get the Cape. He's using bombos on the bats, he's not messing around with those bird boys. Never seen anyone bother with that before. Got him.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit with them. They would kill you with only 3 hearts.
Nothing there for him.
Oh, it's just a what 20.
He's gonna have to go swimming if he wants to keep on this route.
Let's see what the Pack Cave has today.
Here's the sword upgrade.
So we've seen the red sword is weird.
And we see a male increase here inside the Peg Cave.
It's always nice to have some safety.
Ninja Penguin about to upgrade his sword to the Master Sword. I bet he'll be very happy to do that.
Sword upgrade. Green team has a little bit of an edge, and it's because of that hammer. They have checked a couple locations, like the mountain. I don't know if they did Dark Mountain. You would think they would have. I know they did Light Mountain.
They did do Dark Mountain.
They didn't find much. Really, all they have is Hookshot and Hammer on the other team, and those are dungeons that it's just a matter of time before Red Team goes in there. But the longer they wait, the worse they are. They need that hammer. Like, I hope they don't go into Palace of Darkness without it.
I would hope not either.
They've been making mistakes like that this game.
But then again, I would hope that we'd find the lamp before they go into the pod. At this point, technically, as far as the items that are needed, I didn't see what was needed to get into Turtle Rock. Apparently, we do have what we need to get into Mire, which is the Bombos medallion. But the ice rod and the lamp are currently elusive.
Turtle Rock is Quake. We need to find that one.
So we're definitely needing the ice rod and Quake to be in Gormond. All right.
Certainly choosing to do Mire. Diabetes is heading into Skullwoods.
Great decision for him, and again, this is a green pendant, so you'd want to maybe think about finishing this, although I'd be very worried about his 4 hearts.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it, but he has the cape and 4th mana. He can pull it off with the Master Sword too. I think he can handle it. If you use that cape wisely, the world is yours.
Two Skullwoods with 4 hearts. I'll give him all the bits I currently have in my account.
Hammer. They're in it now. Red team was looking pretty dire for a second there, but I think they're going to find Hookshot too. I don't think they're bad yet. It depends on what happens with the last item. Where's that ice rod at? Where's that Quake?
It makes a lot of sense to check out at least the first 4 chests of Thieves Town.
The Hookshot is really not in a bad place. The hammer being in Skullwoods is a little out of the way. I'm glad they found it as quickly as they did, because that's a very important item. Hookshot less so. Hookshot gets them access to a dungeon they need. They'll find it eventually. He's trying to do the bomb jump. He wants to be thorough here, but he looks like he's backing out. He doesn't have the hearts to do it. Ah, he's gone for it.
I don't think it was the hearts. It was the fact that he had the setup bad. He had both mini Moldorms in the wrong spot, and the gels were split too.
I
and
can't
here
tell
comes
if he's gonna
Psych to
make
go
it or
grab
not
the
from
hammer.
here. It looks okay. It's hard to tell with the wrong model. He made it. It's gonna cape to the big chest here. Got a key. Now he has to decide if he wants to finish the dungeon or not. Taking a death on purpose is a good plan. Eyeball going for the hammer and could be doing something really effective. I think the good call right now is Palace of Darkness, transition over, finish Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
But he'd have to do it without the lamp.
Ooh, Zerda's popping into Pendant Ice.
He got something out of the other two. Maybe he just thinks that all 3 are going to do something for him. Psych bothering with the big key that he doesn't actually need. Diabetes did not opt for finishing Skullwoods.
I mean, a 4-heart Mafiola is really not fun, even with the cape.
You would have to do it with the sword, and you'd have to do it with a time limit, basically. Not a good sword.
I'm not gonna blame him for that.
He's got the hammer. He's going to go do a good idea both mountains. It didn't pay off, but he doesn't know that. I certainly would want to check this out as soon as I could. He can go up there with the hammer and just go straight across the right side and check both light and dark mountain and see what he needs for Turtle Rock. That information is helpful.
Mail upgrade in Ice Palace, so if Ninja Penguin wants it, there's an easy red mail for him.
Vetus, first one to check Spike Cave.
Interesting, but you got a quarter magic. You got what you need. Just run.
Yep, he's got it easy. This shouldn't be a threat.
Lamp can't be in Ganon's Tower because Crystal Dungeon 6 and 7, or rather Mire and Turtle Rock, as well as Eastern and Pod.
Vetus is still exploring the mountain. He wants to check the top. He just wanted to check Spike Cave too, which is a good call. Get that out of the way. No more questions about the Spike Cave.
Psyche, who has more health, is going to go deeper into Skull Woods.
He's got quarter mana too. There is a fairy pickup right before the boss, so he can get his full health there if he wants. It's a little annoying to get. It's not just an anti-fairy, it's the turbo one that morphs you. I don't know what those are called.
Bunny beams.
Oh, the lamp is the other item, and oh my god.
Ooh, big find for Psyche.
I can't believe Green Team found the hammer, turned around in the wrong dungeon, and did not get their lamp. That's gonna be huge.
Now, if I was Psyche, and now this is why he's going back in, because he just got told, this is Green Pendant. Finish it. See if that gets you something.
That actually is a big time saver, no matter who you are. Being able to see in the dark, even if you can do it without it. There's a lot of rooms in this game that are just a pain in the ass to do in the dark. Some players, some really good players, would still probably opt to not pick it up, but almost we've seen some really good players, like some of the best in this tournament, have been destroyed because of darkness. And the lamp being missing too, like they were stuck with, it won't happen in this case, but we had a player with no mana because they didn't have the lamp and they had to rely on the fire rod and they ran out. And that really messed them up, had to do a whole bunch of tower. Yep, looks like Psyche's going the full clear. Zertnal going back to Thieves Town, not sure where he's going. He might be doing blinds, he might be going further into Skull Woods. Skull Woods is the green. Wouldn't surprise me if he went up there. He's going up there. He's gonna finish the job. We have a player in Swamp, and that's a good move too.
Just missing Quake and Ice Rod now. That's it. Ooh, Psyche's gotta be careful, down to heart. Got him. Oh, Zerta didn't get the hammer. Is he going to leave or is he going to explore more here? Well, he didn't mirror out, so... Well, he can't mirror out. What he does after this will determine what position the green team's going to be in. Because if Zertanol just leaves here after getting out of this dungeon, that's a big boost here for the red team. So with the lamp in hand, I would say right now, go to Eastern, go to Pod.
Yeah. Get the double combo out of the way.
The red team has is about to Go away. There's the lamp pickup for Zertnall. Psych going in to Thieves Town.
I got my taco. How'd it go in 2 minutes I was gone?
Well, green team picked up the lamp, so the advantage that the red team currently has is that green pendant. Zertnall's leaving after getting the lamp. So if that pendant does lead to something, bigger advantage.
Could turtle, could Skull pay off 3 times? I don't know if I've ever seen it pay off 3 times.
Ooh. That was really close on Zerf there.
Psych about to pick up the hook shot. Wouldn't be surprised if Diabetes makes his way over that way to get both the lamp. Well, not the lamp, he already got the lamp, but if he goes to pick up the hook shot.
Yeah, he can get it whenever he wants. It's not a big deal. He's going for it though, it looks like.
Yeah, there he goes.
Nobody found either of those other 2 items.
Yeah. I mean, both teams are pretty much on the same level again.
Yep, things are pretty even now. I think red team has managed to catch up a little bit. If they check Palace of Darkness, they'll be on the same footing, and it looks like that's what Psych's doing.
Yeah, but Psych's gonna check to see what that green pendant yields as well.
Green team's edge right now is that they have done Swamp Palace already, it looks like. Psych dying doesn't help, but that's okay, it's not a far walk.
Yeah, that's your reminder that enemies are super, super strong in the Dark World. And here's Argus. Down. And Diabetes now going to go back into the Dark World. Let's try this again.
Red has missed both armor upgrades, and that's too bad. I don't know if that'll hurt them or not. Ice Palace, having one of them, they're not going to find that one. They probably will find Blue Mel, though, at the blacksmiths.
It's like going an interesting route to get to the Sarantula, but here we go. What does Sarantula have? Love.
Just a pizza fart.
No advantage from killing Mothula then, so we move on. And don't forget, we have not found all the items out of Eastern yet. The Armos Knights are going to have the item too, and Zertnall's going to go there right after he's done with the pod. And the funny thing about this seed is that both of those items that these guys are still in need of could easily be in the pestle.
Here's some much needed armor for Diabetes.
I mean, if pedestal is actually required, the red team definitely has some advantage.
Problem is, we don't even know that because nobody has found the book yet. Diabetes, Psych's now in Eastern, so he's gonna go up against those Armos Knights. So far, Pod has not turned out to have anything important.
Beatus is sticking up a known heart because he's so desperate for some.
With 5 hearts, I can understand that.
There's number 6.
And it turned out to be Sanctuary Heart too. And the map, and still past the disappointment at this point.
Quake.
Oh, Quake. Wow.
Oh boy. And with that, now one of these guys will have the tools necessary to go into Turtle Rock and see if the ice rod pops up in there.
That's totally possible.
That backfiring could cost them the game. I hate that play. I hate going in there without it, but it's not the worst plan if you have nothing else to do.
It's like going up against the Almost Knights. 20 rupees. No. Ninja Penguin going back into Thieves Town, maybe to see if there's something out of those remaining chests in this dungeon. So Diabetes now inside Swamp. Psych in Pod. Psych will soon find the Quake that is necessary to get him into Turtle Rock.
They're making the right call, and Ninja Penguin back in Thieves Town wants to make sure that the ice rod's not in here.
Quake was in the big chest in Pod.
Of all the fun places where it could be. And it's still possible that Ice Rod was in Ice Palace. We didn't see all of Ice Palace the first go around from the green team.
I mean, remember at the beginning of this seed where we said we're looking for that one item?
Welcome
we go.
to that one item.
Diabetes and Psych are regulars here, and members of my streaming team, so there's a bias rooting for them in the chat. They're currently losing though, just a little bit I would say, but as soon as Psych finds Quake, I think they'll be back on track. It really comes down to who finds the ice rod first. Even then, it's still kind of anybody's game. It really depends on where the ice rod is. If it's in some nasty place that the other team's not going to get for a while, then yeah. But otherwise, if it's just lying in like Swamp or something, I know it's not in Swamp.
Let's get scratching.
Psychedelic Eyeball now checking up here. And gets himself a little more life to live.
Does Blind have it?
That's a possibility.
If Blind has it, Red Team's in a lot of trouble. If it's in Turtle Rock, then everybody's going to have trouble. Because I don't think anyone wants to go in there without it.
You might have to, though. 20 rupees in the big chest at Thieves Town, rather.
What? I don't understand what's going on here.
I don't use a spoiler log to get sneak peeks. I use it to make sure that we saw the right thing. If a player gets an item and I don't know where he got it from, I check that. And if I didn't see what the map said about where the crystals are, I check that. That's pretty much it. I do have it, though. A baker's job is a piece of cake.
And there goes Almors.
And down goes Blind with 50 rupees. The chase continues for the Ice Rod.
Yep, where the heck is this thing? We swept a lot of the map. It could be an ice palace. It looks like one of the players is going for the Turtle Rock. Oh, this is... Can't overstate how much of a risk this is. Like, if you go all the way in there and it's not there, there goes at least 4 minutes of you trailing back up there when you do find it. I hate doing this, but it's got to be done sometimes, and they're thinking that it's now. Going into Turtle Rock without that.
Psych picks up the Quake, and nobody can check the pedestal because we don't have a book.
That's right. Don't blind pull that. You're going to have to do Ice Palace for fun, just for kicks.
Don't forget that there also needs Tower of Hera, so you can combine that with Turtle Rock.
Yeah, knock a little bit of time out there. If it's up here, then green team pretty much has this game. If it's up here, I don't think that red team's going to be able to compete.
If it's actually Turtle Rock, it's game.
Yeah, there's no way. I would probably lose myself because I really hate going for it up there. Whenever it's up there, that's a bad time for me. And it's up there like 10-15% of the time. It really is not uncommon. Or at least it used to be that high. I think they lowered it repeatedly, but I've seen it in here so many times.
That was a common thing in V23 logic. Just the fact that, oh god, you got something that is required in Turtle Rock, usually the Ice Rod.
Beatus checked Catfish and Pyramid, didn't he?
Yes, to Catfish. I don't know about Pyramid.
It would be weird to check one and not the other. What about Bomb Fairy?
I don't even know which ones we need for Bomb Fairy this second. It looks like
Let me see.
it looks like Swamp is one. Looks like Pond and Swamp.
Could be done. Could be there.
Psych checked the Pyramid apparently. A key of what 20 and a big key. Those are in the first 3 chests here in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, the teams, they're each in their own private call, sharing everything they find. This whole race is about coordination and communication. Player skill being a close second, honestly, plays a big deal too. Sharing information helps a lot, though.
Sick Kid had nothing. Oh god, the chain chomps.
Beatus checking the bat. I think he knows it's a sword. He just wants the sword.
That would give him the tempered sword.
It's a pretty dang nice sword, so I can understand that. I would probably stop for that, just to have it for the rest of the run. Save me some time.
So Ninja Penguin going to find out what is in the big key chest here in Misery Mire. It's a map.
Vetus may be going to ice. Yeah, he is. I think the bomb fairy is a good check. I think it's a good idea to check that. Hopefully one of the players in this game checks that soon. How many people have done swamp?
I think it's the opposite of who did pod at this point. I don't think any runner has done both.
That's 2 each and 2 each.
Yep.
Where's Eyeball heading to? Mire and Turtle Rock still being worked on. Oh, he might want the sword himself.
I think he might want that. He might also want this
Armor.
upgrade.
He wants the tunic. Each of the players missed one of the other things here.
Vetus is going to head the red mail in just a moment.
Nice. That makes up for his hearts. He's not going to die anymore. He wasn't having too much trouble with HP, but now he's got quite a bit. They upgraded the tunics.
Ice Rod could very well be on the pedestal. We don't know.
It could be.
It's still entirely possible, but we just gotta find that book.
Psych tells Vetus he finally caught up to him and got the blue tunic. Vetus dials back, he's got the red at the same time. Always a step ahead.
Vetus is going to Mire. Psych rather is going to Mire.
Zertnal checking the Mimic Cave, not finding his quest item here. Gonna continue down Turtle Rock. Hopefully it's here or he's gonna have to turn around. And this is just... everything that he's doing is a loss if he doesn't find it, because that's all he needs and he can't finish the stupid dungeon.
That's the compass. That means this next chest he's going to come across is guaranteed to be a small key. And then after that, the last 4 items.
That's a pretty good bet, but it's not even half of what I think is left. I can think of a lot of items still to check that I haven't seen either team check. The Bomb Fairy's #1 on that list. I don't know if anyone went to the bottom of Ice Palace, so if Diabetes is doing that, then that's there too.
Yeah, I think if it turns out that the basement here of Ice Palace has the Ice Rod, that's an advantage here for the red team.
Just like if the Ice Rod's in Turtle Rock, green team has it. If it's in Ice Palace, red team's not going to be touched either. It really comes down to this one stupid item. It really does. That's going to be huge for either team right now with the way things are. Is it in Mire or does Vitreous have it? He's got a boomerang. Thanks, buddy. He's kept it for thousands of years. Haven't seen the mushroom yet either, have we?
No, we haven't. Of all the fetch quests to have to go through. Well, here we go, the final 4.
Zertnal takes a death going for those. But that's okay. I'm used to seeing people die there. Last race we did, we had one of the players die upwards of 8 times in this one room, trying to get those 4 chests. They just could not pull it off. They didn't have any mana for safety. They had to do a short ledge walk. It is possible. It's very technical, but it is possible to sneak across there without any upgrades and not take any hits. You don't need the mirror shield, you just need to know how to walk on the side and walk in between the time shots. It's not too easy to do, but you can do it. Link tends to want to fall in a hole when you walk on an edge, is the problem with him in this game. Where's that Ice Rod? Is it not in Turtle Rock? 2 chests left. Red team's on the ropes here if it is. It can't be on the boss. There's the key we need. 1 chest left.
Uh-oh.
It's not looking too good. Is he even gonna bother? You gotta finish. You gotta get that last chest.
Hopefully.
If it's here, he can go kill the boss and pull way ahead. He can tell his buddy to start cleaning dungeons up real fast because they won't have to do any more of this work. He's gonna get it. Nope, it's not here. Turtle Rock is a bust.
Oh no!
Oh, wow. Alright. So where is that damn ice rod?
Good news for red team.
I have not been keeping track of the number of items that Beatus has found. We know he's got the big key, so we can check the big chest now.
Yep. You can use the hook shot to do a little thing here if people aren't familiar with it. You can shoot through a block, and there you don't have to do the bomb thing that takes forever to fall down.
Small key. What does that mean?
He's gonna kill the boss.
That cold stare might have it. Who knows?
With the red tunic and 4th mana, he's not gonna have any trouble with this, the scariest of bosses. He's got him on lockdown with these items. Everything he needs to make it easy is here. He's even got Bomb Boast to save a little mana out the front if he wants to, but with quarter mana, you don't really even need this. Spike Cave by Zertnal. Time for that check. Time to start looking around other places. I think this might be... yeah, this is definitely going to be the other red for Ninja Penguin, so if it's on the Bomb Ferry, they're still going to be first, I think.
And after Diabetes serves up his cotton candy, let's find out what Cold Stare has.
The red boomerang, thanks! The eyeball boss is really paying out in this seed. Got them both. Well, there's the red pendant, in case you need it. You might, who knows. There's still that chance.
Zerta grabbing the magic cape after what happened to him in Turtle Rock.
Well, what's the plan now? Diabetes, where are you going?
I'd really like to find that book at this point.
To the
I
mountains.
really want to know.
Hookshot Cave. He didn't get to check the backside, did he? Because he didn't have the hookshot. I hope he's not going to Turtle Rock as well.
He doesn't have what he needs to get into Turtle Rock at this moment.
Yeah, oh, good, thanks. Yeah, thank God. I don't want to see 2 players get caught up in that. Turtle Rock, the great equalizer. He can't go into Turtle Rock because he hasn't gone into Palace of Darkness yet, which is unfortunate because if he did, he could check the Bomb Ferry. Because I'm thinking that that might be it. It's either that or the altar for me at this point, and we run out of choices.
Or it's really the pedestal.
Yeah.
But if, then it's gonna be a blind pull, because we have no idea where the book is.
Wouldn't that be funny if the book was at the pedestal and that led on a tablet
Oh,
to the
wow.
ice rod?
What a barrel of laughs that would be. We saw a blind pool the other race
Bumbo's
yesterday. The book was in Ganon's tower, and on the altar was like, what the heck was it? It was something they needed. It was flute, I think, and they needed it for Meyer. Zertnal going to take out ice while his buddy does Palace of Darkness. I think that is going to be Bomb Ferry checked for Ninja Penguin here soon. They're not putting that off any longer.
And Zerta now going through Ice Palace here. Right now, Psyche has a pendant. Diabetes has a pendant. Zert doesn't not have a pendant, but going towards his first. And Ninja Penguin has a pendant in the event that it does turn out that the altar has this thing this time around.
I'm not sure where Beatus is going. Where is he going? Eastern Palace for Ninja. Yeah, it's a good idea to do it right now. Even though he's still looking for the Ice Rod. It's really silly to not come here and just, when you're right there, save a little bit of time and get it done. It looks like Beatus is checking the pyramid. Are you sure that he checked this earlier? Because he doesn't have the red crystal. He doesn't have the bomb either. God, if it's on the pyramid, then everyone's a sucker. I don't remember what this was. What the hell? There it is.
Oh my god, it's on the pyramid? Are you kidding me?
Him doing Aghanim would have actually saved their team some time in the end.
Wow.
So, green team did not check the pyramid.
Nobody did,
Ooh.
apparently. That's it, Ice Rod is found. Go mode for red team. It's gonna be a matter of time before green checks that, especially because they're gonna do the bomb fairy and probably just check it then.
And Psych is heading on over towards the pyramid right now. But interesting location for it. Just interesting the fact that it didn't get checked earlier.
Beatus went to Catfish, but he didn't go to Pyramid because it's a little out of the way, I guess. He just bailed out on it. That cost them a lot of time, and they're probably concerned right now, but they're actually, that would be unfounded concern because they are in the lead with that.
I mean, at this point, in 1 hour and 10 minutes in, you would probably think that the other team already looked at Pyramid, to be honest.
Yeah. You would think they'd be in Ganon's tower. That's what I would be thinking. I'd be thinking, wow, any second now, we're going to hear about how they're done.
Just waiting for the dot done.
Well, congratulations, Diabetes, for doing the Ice Palace. For fun. Instead of checking the pyramid. That's his fault, because he's the one who went there and didn't go all the way to pyramid.
What an interesting seed we're dealing with here. So Diabetes now going to go ahead and clean up Palace of Darkness. All he needs to do is get into that maze room where the Quake is, the big key is. Make sure that he's got the one spare key. That's it. They'll be on to going this in go mode.
It's not... It's go mode this late when every team has done every dungeon is not as big as it is at the start. It's not as huge a lead as it could be, but they are in the lead. They're gonna start cleaning up now. They're not gonna be swarming over the overworld looking for it. They're not gonna check the bomb fairy and all that stuff. They're just gonna finish the dungeons that are missing, and there's not that much missing for them. Vetus has to do Mire, and he knows where the big key is. And Turtle Rock for both of them. Swamp Meat's finished by Psych, but he's going through it really quickly. And that's it for Psych. Psych's probably gonna be the first clear. He's gonna pick up that Ice Rod and head right on up to Ganon's tower. And Turtle Rock.
Untimely death there for Ninja Penguin.
Oh, that hurts. Where did he die at?
Almost at the end, I think.
It's weird to see somebody die in that dungeon this late. I'm not sure what happened. He doesn't have very many hearts, though.
I'm wondering if he lost a bunch of hearts trying to get the big key skip.
Yeah, that might have happened. The Ice Rod is required for Trinex and Turtle Rock. You have to hit the right side with it to make it vulnerable to damage. There's unfortunately no other way in the game to do that. I wish there was. I wish you could use like ether or something. That would be great if there was.
Diabetes didn't get the lamp out of Skull.
So that's going to slow him down. He's definitely going to go pick that up. He keeps forgetting that he doesn't have the lamp this run. This is the second time. And you know what else? Nobody ever checked the chest and escape, I don't think. I'm glad it wasn't in there, or we'd be here for hours. The one in the dark room, way down in the bottom.
Yep, that one room where it's normally got a key in the regular game.
It might be a key in this one too, I'm not sure.
So Diabetes is going to go grab his lamp. And probably a few words were said by Diabetes once he realized that.
There goes my world record, he said. Lamp isn't too deep, he'll get it real soon.
Yeah, it's not a trivial spawn where the lamp is. It's just, oops, I gotta get back in here and go right back to where I was.
Yeah, he just lost 2 minutes of time, basically. That's what it comes to. The map travel, don't underestimate it. That's where most of the time in this run comes from. Going up and down the mountain is the worst. What Beatus just did, even with the flute, still takes like a 2-minute thing. Jumping back and forth between dimensions and all the way over there and back. He'll have wasted a good minute or two of time before he gets back in that dungeon that he wants to do.
Is Zerta playing this as if the altar is required? Because now he's back into. I
think unfortunately that he is.
Sound.
The altar and the bomb fairy for them are probably they forgot about Pyramid 2, and it's going to cost them the game if they don't get there soon. Ninja Penguin is a competitor for first place, but he really needs to find that ice rod. He needs to get in there and get it. I think he's going for the bomb fairy now, so he's bound to find the ice rod when he gets it. So Red Team's edge is dissipating right now. Psych and Ninja Penguin will be tied. Once that bomb gets turned in, he'll check pyramid. I like to do all three at once to myself, but I put off the pyramid longer than I should sometimes. There is pretty much no way in heaven's name that he will do the bomb fairy and not check the pyramid. He's gonna find that ice rod, I guarantee it. Right now, he will check.
Zerta still has to do Hera, Swamp, and Misery Mire before going back up to Turtle Rock. So there's where Zerta will stand in this run once he gets word from his partner where the ice rod is.
Beatus has to do Mire and Palace of Darkness. He needs a small and a big key to do Palace of Darkness. So Beatus has 3 dungeons left. His partner only has 1, and he's already there. He chose the longer... The way Psych went is actually not the fastest route. You want to take the right side every time.
And Ninja Penguin's gonna find the ice rod right there, and...
There we go.
It's on.
Zerta gets word. And there's the mirror, and here we go, guys. We're now both in go mode.
He's still checking the fat fairy, though. That's interesting.
You might as well check since you've won through it. Oh, the butter sword!
Alright, I didn't say anything. It's totally worth. Alright.
Nice. That helps a little bit, but it's not going to make up the difference between him and Psych right now. As long as Psych does Turtle Rock correctly, I still think he'll finish first. It would have been nice if he picked up a potion on the way, though. That would have been good to see.
I don't think he has a bottle.
He never picked up a bottle? That sucks. Beatus has one. Oh, you can pull bombs out of the hand of the turtle? I didn't know that.
It works the same way that the tree pull works outside the lumberjack tree. It's a random thing based on your enemy kills. Sometimes it's bombs, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's fairies.
Best thing about Zelda games is all the hidden little crap that they put in them. You always learn. Every single one has something like that. Beatus on his way to the Dark Palace boss, but he really needs to get moving on Mire. Hopefully it won't take him too long. Actually, he has 4 crystals to go. What's his other one? He needs Desert.
Where is Ninja Penguin going?
I don't know. Did he not pick up Quake? He skipped Quake.
Oh, yes! Wow.
Why did he skip Quake? Oh no, he did the dungeon, but he didn't pick up the medallion. That'll take him a minute. That'll take him a couple.
So Ninja Penguin pretty much mirrors what Diabetes did, going up towards somewhere and then realizing, uh-oh, I don't have it.
bad. Definitely sets red team in front here.
Zertnal needs to finish Swamp, Tower of Hera, and Turtle Rock. That's what they need. Those are the 3 they need. Vetus is picking up the rear here. He needs to start moving. He's got to do Desert. He needs to finish Palace. And he got to do Mire, too, which is kind of a long one.
Zerta still has to do Mire as well.
Man, I hate Mire. Psych dying to Chain Chomps is a bold strategy. I don't know about that one, buddy. Use your cape. It's hard to use your cape in that room, unfortunately, because you're supposed to use items to throw.
Yeah, an unfortunate death for Psych. It won't cost a lot of time, but they don't have a lot of time to give at this moment.
Yeah, it's going to be close. We had a close race yesterday, too. I had to check the average time. Have not had to do that as much as you would think.
Ninja Penguin treating that big chest with a bomb. Now, why aren't you mirroring out here, Ninja Penguin? Oh, he's
no.
doing... So Ninja Penguin doing the death abuse right there to save and quit. Now he's going to head up to the mountain.
Vetus immediately going to Mire next? No, he needs to do Eastern.
Yeah, Beatus still needs to do Eastern, then Mire, then Turtle Rock. Psych just needs to do Turtle Rock. Ninja Penguin just needs to do Turtle Rock. Zerta still has to do Swamp, Hera, Mire, and Turtle Rock.
Vetus doesn't need Desert, he needs Eastern Palace. That's what that says. Alright. That's not too bad either. Eastern Palace is pretty easy. First dungeon, and he knows where the big key is. Unfortunately, it's in the worst place it could be in. So he's got to do most of the dungeon, but even so, it's still one of the fastest.
Just means you can just breeze yourself through the riffraff right now. Grabs the ether because why not? Now, the good thing about what Psych has here is he will have an additional key. He will not have to deal with the laser bridge.
Yep. That's a good plan, if you can do it that way.
Because when Zerta went through there the first time around, he ended up having to use that key to check what was in that center aisle, where the big key normally is in the regular game. Ninja Penguin's going to have a problem with his health at this point. Only has 6 hearts in all.
Zerno picking up his Ice Rod real quick. Then it's open season on dungeons for him too. Tower of Hera is going to be a quick one for him, and he can do that last. He can do Turtle Rock first. That should be his plan. So you're going to see him finish up Turtle Rock, not 7th, but 6th, hopefully. That would be the ideal order for him right now. Then he can just go left, warp back to the light world, do Tower of Hera, and right in front should be the portal he left. He can use that to get back into Ganon's tower.
Yeah, that would be the best plan for him. He's got to do Mire first, though. So right now it does look like Zerto is ahead of Diabetes, but it's going to be made up with the trip to Tower of Hera.
Yeah.
They are both pretty close.
Tower of Hera is not long. Eastern Palace nearly done. As long as he does Mire correctly. And he's got the red tunic to help him, so Diabetes has got that going for him.
Diabetes should have absolutely no issues in that dungeon at all because of the fact that he's got red mail and he's also got silver arrows for Vitreous.
It's time for Trinex.
Sykes currently got, how many hearts is that? 9 hearts. Blue mail, quarter magic. Just takes the, if he takes it easy here with Trinex, he should be fine.
He's having a hard time. He wants to make sure that the ice doesn't spawn, but he couldn't pull that off. It looks like this thing's going wacky on him.
Yeah, I think he was trying to go a little too fast with the fight there and found out that what he's trying to do is he's trying to switch over to the ice, so while the red head is destroying on him, he can move over to the blue head. Now, he's got to be careful down to 2 hearts.
Yeah, no more hits for Psych here. He's got to flawless the boss, or he's going to lose some time. Down he goes. That'll eat you up. Can't afford that death, Psych. That boss was moving around on him way more than it should be. He was really... And he didn't get the safety spot, because he didn't go in that room. That's going to cost him his lead. That death was really bad for Red Team. Cats were throwing 5 cents at me to celebrate the death of Eyeball. Thank you.
Are we sure that's really something that should be celebrated?
It's not a far journey, but it would be better if he got the safety. He can get a full heal from a fairy on the way. This is why I wish he had a potion. Guarantee that this wouldn't happen. He's not the one with the red tunic.
Yeah, funny, the one that has the bottle is the one who's got the red tunic.
Diabetes and Meyer as well. He's going for the safety this time. He's had enough of that, looks like. So if they go in and out of this cave down here, this is where he'll spawn. So if he dies again, it won't be as punishing as the first time. But hopefully that just won't happen. That's the better plan, is to just get it done and succeed. And there will be no deaths for Ninja Penguin with his gold sword. That's where it's going to pay off, is on Trinex, not Ganon. If anyone had any trouble with Trinex, you won't with the gold sword, because it's 3 hits ahead instead of 5.
This should be an interesting fight coming down the road, though. And watch Ganon Tower have 3 bottles for the heck of it.
There's the big key for Beatus. Him and Zertin are really close. The difference here is Zertin's already gone through Turtle Rock, right? But he has Tower of Hera to do. Diabetes has to finish Meyer and then do all of Turtle Rock. Which will be easier for him than Eyeball, hopefully. With the protection that he's got. This, like, Eyeball's locking it down better this time. Like, this boss really shouldn't be dancing all over the arena. I don't know what Psych was doing to cause that, but it really shouldn't be happening. He shouldn't be moving around. He is a turtle, for God's sake. He's not a rabbit. He shouldn't be bouncing all over the screen. I've never seen him act like that before.
I think the problem with Psych was he was prematurely switching over to the Fire Rod, and that was just wrecking the timing on everything. Trinex down. Psych will be the first one to head into Ganon's Tower.
What do you think the big key is? Give me your locations in the form of a number between 1 and 22, because I'm going for 8. And we're looking for that big key. That's the last thing we need. And aside from player skill, that's the last bit of randomness in this thing.
14.
My guess goes to number 7 this time. And if it's not number 7, then it's gonna be Tyrone.
Short work of Trinex here with that gold sword. It's really an easy fight. As long as you're careful. You still take a lot of damage, but only a couple swings away from killing it for Ninja Penguin. He'll be the second in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, 3 shots per head. Just makes it super, super easy. And Trinex down here for Ninja Penguin. Will be joining Psychedelic Eyeball in just a few seconds in Ganon's Tower. Chest 1 is a small key.
Number 1.
There's
the
the
one
one
That's the first
bottle.
bottle.
He could find the net in Ganon's Tower and maybe use that, but as it stands now, it's pretty crappy.
Only way the net's useful is we find it really, really soon. He's going to pick up this piece apart because, well, you need a little bit of life here.
Vetus done with Meyer is on his way to Turtle Rock next. He might stop by and get a potion. Feels like he needs it.
He may have heard what happened to Psyche and maybe opt to grab one just to make sure it doesn't happen to him, even though he's got red mail.
Number 3.
Big key, there it is.
Big key, that's actually number 4 because the torch does count as 1.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No shields for any player, I've noticed just now. Not a single one. Are they all 3 in Ganon's Tower?
Wouldn't be surprising. So number 4 had the big key. Where's Killer MC when we need him to tell him what the prize was if you guessed 4?
10 awesome points.
Eyeball, please stop that. You're gonna need that health, my man. If I were him, I would go eat that anti-fairy. He's going for it. He's gonna push on with 5 hearts. Hopefully this won't end up in despair for him because he can't afford, absolutely cannot afford a death right now. Nobody can. A death will end the team at this point unless both teams take it.
Well, I'm guessing he's going to try to get himself to that safety room before you get into the gauntlet. And
I
then
would.
get the
I wouldn't
fairy
run.
there.
The gauntlet's dangerous, and I would never feel safe with 5 hearts. You can easily get B-most. Armor doesn't help against that. It's definitely a place that you want to be able to take a couple of attacks if you can. You don't want to go down here. It's halfway up. Oh, he's definitely going for it after taking all these. Yeah. He fell off there on purpose to run through there because he knows he's getting a full heal right now.
Yeah, if you fall off the edge there, you can do the invincibility frames to run unscathed, get this health return, head up to the gauntlet, full life.
I think that Zert and Vetus are going to enter the tower around the same time, so it's really coming down to, can Eyeball do this without dying? Because if he can't, the team will lose. They really have no chance if he dies. It's all on Psyche right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're almost taking the death there.
yeah, he's
really
not
close.
safe. He is not safe yet. He's got to get this last segment down. I'm surprised he hasn't switched over to Cape to try to protect himself.
I would use the Fire Rod here instead of Silver Arrows. Silver Arrows require some Robin Hood skills.
Oh,
You don't need to do that.
And then Psyche nails him.
Whew.
There's a heal in the next room. He's pretty safe now for Ganon's Tower. Ganon himself is the last challenge. I think Psyche's got it. Vetus takes a fall, but he's not dying from it or anything. He's just got the whole Turtle Rock to go, and that's a long dungeon. Just Tower of Hera for Zert, so I think Zert will actually be coming in 3rd on Ganon's Tower.
Psyche done with the Lamola's Ninja Penguin now in the gauntlet.
He's not playing around, he's using Ether. Vetus's health is low here. It might be worth taking a death just to deal with the Chain Chomp room coming up.
Probably feels he has to press forward here. Psyche not even trying with the Canis Mario strats here. Just going to go ahead and ether these Whiz Ropes.
It's going to be really close, assuming perfection from everybody from here on out. Chain Chomp room is a dangerous one Diabetes is doing right now. Let's see if he can pull it off.
He should be fine with 5 hearts and red mail.
Looks good. No damage. Psych is not that far ahead of Ninja Penguin. Not at all.
Yeah,
just one floor.
Yeah, just about a floor difference between the two. Psych's still checking chest, maybe hoping to get that mentioned net, but nothing but net today.
He doesn't know about the gold sword. He knows about the red tunic. He knows he's not getting that. I don't think the gold sword's worth it at this point. I know some people like it, but I'm gonna go ahead and insult the gold sword. After trying X, it has no value to me. I don't like it. I don't care about it for Ganon very much. It helps a little bit, but it's extremely minor. I wouldn't be opening chests just for that. Personally, I would skip those last ones. If I knew the red tunic and silver arrows were gone already, I wouldn't bother. Psych has silver arrows and red sword. That's about as easy as a Ganon fight as you can get. Gold sword doesn't actually help much with that. It knocks 4 hits off of each phase. And when you have quarter mana cape, those 4 hits aren't gonna really make a difference. Triple hit on Aghanim. Doesn't get better than that for Psychedelic Eyeball.
Wow.
Got a double too. He's got Aghanim done almost as fast as is humanly possible to do here. He got him 3 phases. Heading to Ganon. Meanwhile, Ninja Penguin right behind him on Moldorm. No spills here. He's got Moldorm dead to rights. Psych's on phase 2 again and now. Using that cape to get in some lumps here. If he can hit him 3 more times, there it is. Okay, so he's on phase 3 again, and it should be smooth sailing from here on out. Aghanim dead on Ninja Penguins. Those two are really close.
Diabetes about ready to head on over to try next, although Zert is already in Ganon's tower, so I'm guessing he had already done Hera, although he didn't mark his tracker.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's a big edge for a green team. They might actually be in the lead with that. Whoa, ice everywhere. They don't like to see that. That's too bad.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna make for a rough fight there. Psych is done with Ganon.
And he finishes with an unofficial time of...
As we
138 even.
Fanfare. Yep, 138 even.
Wow.
She's a Psychedelic Eyeball, the winner.
Where did Ninja die, Ganon? Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't think he died to Aghanim. I saw he was fighting Aghanim. Diabetes really needs to get moving. He's halfway down on Ganon's tower now at this point. But Psych will buy him a little bit of time. Not too much, though. He doesn't have all day. He really, he needs to get in there as quick as he can.
Oh, Ninja does not have the cape, so this is going to make this fight a whole lot harder here. Just have to make sure he dodges. And dying to Ganon also means that the setup is going to be different for Ninja that we saw in Psych's end.
Oh no, he
Ooh.
missed the arrows and the torches there.
Yeah, he went big on the arrows and didn't get a chance to do the torch glitch.
I think he's got it. Just one more to go.
Each second he's losing here, though, gives the red team the opportunity to actually win. Possibly, at least.
Gannon's being a bit of a jerk. Oh no. Does he have him? He's got him locked up. He's got to have it now. That's Ganon dead. Ninja Penguin finishing up with 140. Psych only bought Diabetes a couple of minutes, and it might not be enough in this case. 140.07.
Alright, that's 2 minutes and 7 seconds so far. This is gonna be really interesting, considering the average time.
Zerda now on to Agnum, who gave these runners a great setup here with a possible triple. Doesn't look like he's set up for it, and only gets one hit.
This should be a double, though, at least. Yep.
And it is.
And another double.
Yep, one more hit to go.
It's looking bad for Red Team here. That snafu with the Moon Pearl might have been the time they lost that would cost them this, because Diabetes needs to win within 2 minutes of Zert to have a chance. And he's got a whole tower to go still. He's just too far behind. He's got the gauntlets, the Wizrobe area, and Aghanim himself to go to catch up to Zert.
And Zert does have the magic cape, so he can take things a little more aggressively. And there he goes, loading up the magic cape, getting ready for this fight. It was the unknown shield at the
That's one of them.
the altar.
Or the other two, I wonder. I don't really care about shields. For all I care, they could be all the crappy items. Ganon's Tower had 2 of them, so that's where all 3 of them were. Map room and big chest.
Yeah, these guys weren't going to get to any of those rooms.
Nope.
Not even closely.
Ganon's on his last legs here against Zertnal. He missed his shot, but that's okay. Locking him up pretty well. Starting to lock him in the middle where he can get a double shot. That's the end of Ganon.
Alright.
Pressure's on, Diabetes. Can you somehow win in less time than exists? I think Red Team's done. Sorry, Red Team. I don't see those coming back from this. You just lost too much time.
Yeah. He doesn't have that much time.
This is 100% because they didn't check the pyramid, or they would have had this.
If they
Well-
would have done Aghanim.
Yeah,
That would
ironically.
have been the actual... That
Aghanim-
would have been it.
Aghanim compared to Ice Palace would have actually bought him the minute back that he needed. That's dungeon that was not necessary at all. Obviously not doing either of those would have been the best. He should have checked the pyramid when he checked Catfish.
Well, coming down to it, also, I think the death that Psyche suffered against Trinex also hurt pretty badly
Yeah,
at this point.
That would be like a minute and a half more.
Lots of mistakes were
you have
made.
right now?
Not having the torch messed up Beatus twice. He had to go run back and get it eventually too.
Yeah, Diabetes forgetting the lamp before going into pod. That was a rough mistake to make at that point. But it's still a valiant effort from these guys. And they're not out of the tournament just yet. They're going to be dropped down to the bottom bracket. They still have got some fight in them.
That's right. They're not through yet. This was a winners, well, not winners, but top side bracket game. So the loser of this match still has another game left in them in the lower bracket, open seed.
And the winner of this bracket here, the winner of this match, which at this point does look like Ninja Penguin and Zerdanol, they will be facing off against Maltzy and Toizo. Psych and Diabetes, they'll be going up against the winner of the losers round 2 matchup, which would be between Ursula Flex Bunny and Soup's product, Jet and Cross Product.
Well, they're both using his tracker.
And at this point, unfortunately, the 2 minutes have passed. The green team has won it.
Yep, they are officially the winners at this point because if he finished right now, we would still be over. Coming down to this Ganon fight not being done for Beatus is all it took. A couple minutes in any direction would have... a lot of decisions could have made the difference, certainly, but I think there was some actual mistakes. There were some deaths. Best thing to blame are those. Those are the easiest thing to defend against. Training will help you against that. Picking the wrong path, you can mitigate it, but you can't guarantee that it won't be the wrong way. But dying to Trinex might have very well cost them the game.
For me, I think the biggest moment here would probably be Diabetes having to turn back around, go back into Skull Woods to grab the lamp, and then go back into Pod. I think that was the biggest difference.
That cost as much time, honestly, as dying to Trinex. Those two things together certainly would have added up to a win for Red Team. It would have finished without those two things happening. That's like 5 minutes gone between the two of them. Yep, Diabetes is done. They lost by less than 2 minutes, all told. That's a lot of things you could do to mitigate that.
Really, really unfortunate.
147, 45, oh, 42. There it is.
And we're talking an average difference of about 3 minutes between these two teams, so GG to both teams.
I need to yell at Psych for forgetting about the bounce cave. What else did he do I wanted to yell at him about?
2 minutes wasn't the closest. I think actually my first match was actually like 20 seconds in the end.
Pyramid, Lantern, I think those two.
Hello.
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 Well done, congratulations, guys.
Yep, good race.
Really close.
I did not expect it to be that close.
Yeah, me neither. I honestly went in this race thinking that we were gonna be like the huge underdogs and everything, but...
And then you forgot where the Moon Pearl was, couldn't find a Bon Cave for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just like... Generally, there's nothing important there, so just like, we kind of blanked out on this one real hard.
We just forgot about Pyramid and Ice Rod.
Did that.
We did as well.
Yeah, when we found out, we were like, oh fuck, they probably have already found it by then.
We were yelling at Diabetes because he really wanted to do Aghanim without the lamp, but ironically, you would have found the Ice Rod if you did, and you would have won. Had you done that goofy move.
Yeah,
I do Aghanim so rarely that I forgot
completely that you need the lantern to actually do it. And then I was like, oh, so the logic means we don't have to do this after all.
A couple of things, since you lost by such a minimal amount. The big mistake.
I know, I went into pod without getting the lantern first, and that probably cost a lot of time.
That and dying to chain chomps and Trinex and stuff, that all added up to.
That was his fault.
At least you didn't get... How many times did you fall to Moldorm 1?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh.
I think I fell 6 or 7 times. I'm sure someone out there in chat or somewhere is counted, but...
I think it's something like 5 or 6, and then you had a death too, which meant you had to go all the way back up.
That was the entire reason why I
Yeah.
left Terra as my last dungeon, because I really hate doing Moldorm with Fighter Sword.
Was it Zertnal that went into Turtle Rock? Did not find the Ice Rod, had to leave? That aged some time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went into Ice Palace, finding absolutely nothing, full clearing T-Rock, not finding it. So
I
annoying.
noticed right away you went for the magic cape afterwards.
Yep. I mean, when you have quarter magic and magic cape, Ganon's just so easy to do.
I thought I was gonna keep only 6, maybe 7 hearts if one of the extra chests was a heart container in G Tower. I took a gamble on not grabbing the cape because I thought I could do it, and then I died the first time I go up against him.
Well, good run, guys. That was extremely close. Hopefully you won't forget about Bonk Cave next time, and Pyramid.
Yeah.
What was the total time difference in the end, by the way?
Let's see. Let me just add them up. Instead of taking the average, I could just add them up. That's easier. When Psych had, it was all on Psych whether or not he could buy Diabetes enough time, because Diabetes was picking up the end there because he didn't have enough.
Yeah,
dungeons
but but unfortunately, Turtle Rock kicked my ass.
Yeah, you had a really hard Trinex fight. He was all over the place on you.
Yeah, just like, I don't know, I really didn't expect that he'd pull off all of these really sick moves in order to just just like, that was utterly miserable. I never had that much problem with this fight until then. More so considering that after that the rematch went so well.
Just under
After
2
you
minutes.
take the exit.
1 minute and 59 seconds is the difference here.
Yeah, because
1:59,
combined
wow.
times 3:15:42 versus 3:13:45.
Yeah, that's a real shame, because if I didn't do all of these mistakes, that would have easily been like my personal best.
Well, it's not on you. I mean, I made all sorts of little minor mistakes too that added up a lot.
Yeah, but
The
I'm
lantern
saying
for
that
getting tech strats did not work out for me.
Obviously, the worst one was when you checked Catfish and didn't go to the Pyramid. I think that go mode would have saved a whole bunch of time.
Yeah.
Out of everything that happened, that would have been the big one, is that nobody checked Pyramid. If anyone had done that,
I'm actually
this would have been-
surprised. I told Ninja, like, if the Ice Rod is on Pyramid or Catfish, we lost the game. And then you went to, like, Pyramid with the Fat Fairy, and it's like, oh god, it's there.
If it was on Catfish, Diabetes did check that. And a weird...
How about finding the four?
I don't know what
I was
the book
gonna say,
is.
how
Let me
about-
see.
Oh
Yeah, what was the book?
How about
Not
finding
that
the
it was
fourth
useful,
sword
but-
upgrade in the Fat Fairy?
Oh,
yeah,
you know what?
oh my gosh.
I was thinking that this was where the Ice Rod was the whole time, because everybody forgot to check the basement escape. In the dark.
I cursed it. I was saying,
Yeah,
why
that-
are you
yeah.
checking Fat Fairy afterwards? I was saying, that's not gonna be worth, and then, boom, Buttersword.
I was
Yeah.
concerned that we wouldn't see it clear for 2 hours because the escape would have it. The chest, no one
Nah,
opened it.
Nah, I'm
I
pretty sure that
honestly
the
forgot
chest in the
about that.
dark was just a key.
It was a book. Book of Medora.
Oh,
that's
it
what
was a book.
Oh wow.
I was about to say, I completely forgot about that one.
Yeah,
So
the
where were-
key was in the bombed room in Escape.
Oh.
To get
Where
over
were
the
all the
bolt, I
shields?
think.
Genis Sour.
Yeah,
was on the
one of the
altar.
shields was in the pedestal, but yeah, where was the rest?
Genis Sour.
Oh,
Both of them?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we were actually at that point for the Ice Rod that you was going Meyer, and I was just going for all the pedestals, just trying to blind pull it. And then he
Yeah,
decided to
what
go
was some
to
pedestal?
shield upgrade.
Well, you're not out yet, Psych Diabetes. You'll be fighting against either Cross Product, the guy whose tracker you're using, and Jet,
No.
or Ursula
boy.
and Flexibunny. Whoever wins their match, I don't know yet. It will be open though, just they're on open seeds.
alright.
Ninja Penguin, Zertno, you'll be playing against Maltzy and Tojo. I'll make that room on Discord soon, so you'll see it.
No problem.
In round 4. That's the end of round 3. We made it to round 4. Losers lower bracket down there. Still needs done round 3, but we're working on that next, and then round 4 will start.
And then you'll be free.
That's right.
And then all the Bootsy mode will just vanish.
Mm-hmm.
These are the 16th finals. We're going into the 8th. Well, thanks for playing, everybody.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Hey, good game, everyone.
Really, really close race.
Yeah.
I'll shut off your screen, Diabetes, before anyone sees your huge death count.
No. Haha.
Tactics.
Alright, I think I might have another race tonight, but I'm not sure. I'll tweet about it if I do, and I'll obviously be online for it. If not, we'll see. But
Alright.
I'm not sure when the other... We don't really have any other ones scheduled just yet. I'm trying to get some of those coordinated. So I don't have any to announce right now. I don't actually have any scheduled. Some team wanted to go at midnight, and I might not stream that one, but we'll see. Take it easy, everybody.
Alright.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Also,
night,
good
all.
game, Ninja Penguin. Good game, Exert Tenwell.
Good game, and good luck
Good
in
game
the
of
next
Psych
match.
and Diabetes.
Yeah, y'all as well. Well
Have
played.
Thank you very
fun.
much.